Hello, everybody. Super fun, infinite blessings. This is Hope Mama Eagle, founder of Earth Wisdom Reiki, aka Ancestral Reiki. Being stubborn, drinking coffee creamer this morning, so my voice is a little bit scratchy. Excuse me. But was guided to actually what was awakened this morning at 11:11 with a tarot reading popping up at random on YouTube from Steve's Love Tarot, which check him out. He's pretty awesome. Saying that I'm going to basically plot, as the rabbi and I joke, when my divine masculine actually finds the chutzpah or whatever you want to call it to pick up the phone or text or what have you. And I literally rolled over onto these cards, and I wasn't going to post them because I thought, it was more of a personal message. But my ancestors are saying, no, this is for the collective. Not everybody celebrates, Easter this weekend. Some people celebrate Ostara or, different traditions. Um, I keep hearing the term resurrection, and it just makes me giggle because I know there's a lot of non-religious people that are on the reservations that, to keep it G-rated, a resurrection of hope, a resurrection of faith, resurrection of, ceremony and medicine and that kind of thing. Um, and I'm sure, some of the warriors out there are going to be giggling about that too. Anyway, God. Uh, the cards that we're getting here, we've got Father of Air, which, this poor warrior looks kind of the way that I felt today. I woke up this morning feeling a little bit sad. Dreams were a little bit cattywampus. Lots of messages, but lots of tossing and turning. My counter just hit 213, which makes me think of my buddy Scotty. Just hit 144 a minute ago, which is 144,000 angels. So I feel like this weekend, I forget what Aries is connecting to. Mercury, I think. Aries is in Mercury. So it's, yeah, better than being in Uranus. So it's communication. It's fiery communication. If you look at these cards, you've got Father of Air, which air typically represents Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But if you look at this poor guy, he looks like he's been on a long journey. Imagine trying to stay on horseback while gripping a shield and a spear. Even the horse is like, all right, are we there yet? That's kind of the energy I'm getting from that. And then we're moving into the Ace of Air, which is a, upstanding eagle feather right there. That ribbon, the green ribbon, kind of makes me feel like prayer feather. Green is the color of the heart. It's heartfelt prayers. When we hold the prayer feather, and we send up those prayers, it's like the spirit of the eagle is carrying those prayers where they need to go. And if you look in these cards, you've got the feathers with the Father of Air, you've got feathers with the Ace of Air, excuse me, you've got feathers with life force next to it. So, if I kind of read this from left to right, it makes me feel like, Father of Air is feeling a little bit discouraged. That is a king card. So, it can represent masculine or feminine. But, feeling as if maybe you should have been able to come a little bit further on your journey by now than you thought. Ace of Air, I hear the term, like integral messenger, honorable messenger, infusion of joy. It's like putting the wind back in your sails, something that helps that eagle feather to stand up, and then next to it, you've got life force. So if you look at that cougar ain't going anywhere. That cougar kind of reminds me of somebody's ancestor standing in front of them. I kind of hear the term premature elation. And what I feel from that is, the warriors in the background. He's like, I've got one feather, I've got my staff. I don't know if that's a waterfall in the background or if it's a geyser spouting off or a tornado. It's almost like there's still a little bit of opposition behind him. The warrior may not feel it or see it, but the cougar sure does. And that cougar's sitting there, wishing a glitch would. He's like, hey, this warrior is sacred. They've got a sacred message. They've got a sacred purpose. You try and mess with them, I'm going to eat you. That's kind of the message I'm getting. Cougar is also female independence and empowerment. So it's almost as if this warrior is non-misogynistic, speaking up for his sisters, his mothers, his grandmothers, above and beyond all this hojy-pojy, and the cougar is honoring that. Then you've got the Six of Fire, which is a protected victory. So you've got 6 arrows, you've got the sun. I'm hearing the Beatles song, Here Comes the Sun. You've got that red color, which is root chakra energy, and green, which is the heart. So it's the heart working in conjunction with the root, getting to the heart of the matter, getting to the bottom of things, in a protected way. I hear Om Mani Padme Hum, or as my friend Lama Norbu says, Om Mani Padme Hum. So whatever it is that you're needing to bloom with this Easter season, whether it's a personal matter, a business matter, spiritual matter, it's blooming in a protected way. So trusting the process, you're going from 6 to 9 of fire, which is inner strength. So, sometimes the amount of time that something takes isn't due to our lack of effort or a lack of faith. It's just due to other things aligning themselves. Maybe other people that are involved in the situation. I hear the term waking up, pulling their head from where the sun don't shine, so that they can see the sun, so that they can appreciate a rainbow, paint their own rainbow, paint their own bridge above and beyond where they thought they were stuck. That staff kind of reminds me like Moses, hitting the ground and the waves parting and the people being able to walk through safely to the other side, and the opposition getting trapped on the other bank where they couldn't do any more harm. People don't understand that when you mess with the sacred, when you mess with people that are on a sacred path, that sacred energy is going to mess with you right back. And, one of the shamans that I love with all my heart used to say, don't mess with people that are on a sacred path, because you never know the ancestors that are protecting them to do that work. So especially in this day and age, dealing with all this nonsense right now, there are people that are getting downloads and upgrades, to be able to help for the good of all, including you. So just because you may not understand it doesn't give you the right to attack it or destroy it or try and impede it in any way. And if you still want to try and play with that energy, you're going to find out real quick that the ancestors don't play those games. So I'm kind of cracking up here. You got 69 in this spread. So there could be a Cancer energy involved. Also makes me think of my buddy coming up on his special day. 6 and 9 is a 15. 15, it represents the Prince of Heaven, also represents 6, which is Venus, female energy. That goes back connecting with the cougar right there that we're seeing, looking at us, holding firm. If you guys want me to look into your situation specifically, I know there's a lot of divine feminines right now that are hoping for transcendent healing communication from their divine masculines and vice versa. So, it's all about the heart. The healing journey is more than anything a journey from the mind into the heart and back again. That's why you have that figure 8 or that infinity energy. So if you guys need to reach me and you're on Instagram, you can direct message me, or if you're seeing this on my YouTube channel, you can reach me via my website, which is infiniteblessings.godaddysite.com. Please like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for donating whatever you can. Help us to get home to our ranch so that we can foster children and animals as well. And, we're holding all of you in our prayers, sending out the best, infinite blessings out, infinite blessings in. Namaste, optimistic, as you continue to piece the rest and best together of your journey with grace, ease, joy, and least effort for the highest and best good of Mother Earth and all her children. Oma washte, it is good, het alo, it is true, and it is done.